Okay, folks, so today I want to talk about this idea of unconditional love will give us alien technology. That sounds like a weird title, right? You know, I've always sort of been into that world, I guess, the alien world. Life on other planets, interested in the universe, and for years people always ask me, Tony, when do you think the aliens will finally land and say hello? And I would always say, probably when we stop blowing ourselves up. That probably sounds like a good time. And it's always like this look of, oh, because it's not a sexy thing to say, you know. If you make a video saying, because there's a lot of outrage in that alien UFO community about how dare the government and all these secret organizations hiding this alien technology from us, right? They recovered flying discs and they reverse engineered them and they have all this technology and they're hiding it. You wonder, why would secret governments hide it? One, because they want to use that technology for their own power and domination, probably. Because that's what people do. And two, if we just handed out this special alien powerful technology to the whole world, then the rest of the world will use it for power and domination too. And that's why I said the only way we're ever going to bridge this gap between humans and aliens from other planets and merge it together, whether it's with technology or whether it's an actual person meeting, like, hey, hello, alien from another planet, is if we stop blowing ourselves up. Because that's what we do with technology. We use it to blow ourselves up. And the more powerful the technology is, the more destruction we can create. So this idea of unconditional love will give us alien technology. So what are we waiting for? Really just for us to evolve past this primal reptilian state of being. Now, when you say the word reptilian, that sounds bad or negative. It's not. That's just what you are at the core when you're trying to evolve, because that reptilian part of you is what keeps you alive. That reptilian part of your brain is what helps you survive, right? So past that, but the thing is, when you're in that state of mind, it's really just about survival, domination, power, me against you. Listen, I gotta survive, so if I gotta eat you to survive, if I gotta kill you to survive, whatever the hell I gotta do, that's what I gotta do. Because the name of this game is survival. Now, when you switch from that mindset to unconditional love, then you get to the next stage. Now, the word unconditional love is a very flaky word. It sounds like, what are you saying, Tony? You want me to just like giggle on the streets and start hugging everybody? No, that's not unconditional love. That's, just you having some fun on the street, hugging people. Unconditional love is not a sexy term. It's not mysterious. It's a very simple concept. It's the idea of looking at somebody that you can't stand, someone that annoys you. Or imagine somebody who leaves a comment. Imagine somebody who's watching this video and they left a comment and they're like, Tony, this video is shit. You're shit. Everything about your YouTube. And just starts insulting me in the comments. My idea is, you look at that person, you think, okay, well, that person's fucking acting kind of like mean right now, but it is what it is. I'm going to give them their space, let them be. And that's it. That's all it is, because it's just the idea of looking around and realizing that we're all one. So this idea of like someone acting up and you wanting to dominate them, beat them, destroy them, survive over them is basically like you fighting yourself. So this idea of unconditional love is the idea of realizing we're all one. And then when you realize that, it's giving everyone the freedom and the space to be who they are. That's all it is. Right? Back to the guy who leaves the angry, hateful comment, giving the person the space to be whoever they want to be in that moment. Unconditional love is very similar to the idea of like having a really annoying sibling, a brother, a sister, or a cousin, and you can't stand them, your personalities clash, you don't get along, but you love them at a distance. Kind of like, okay, we don't have to be best friends, I don't even have to like you, but you realize we're all one, so you don't actually want to hurt the person or damage them, because when you realize you're all one, it'd be like hurting yourself. So you just give that person the space to be who they are, and that's it. It's really simple. It's nothing magical or woo or something really flaky like, oh, unconditional love is kissing everybody on the streets and singing magical songs. No, it's just a simple notion of realizing we're all one and giving each other the space and the freedom to be who we are. Because if we constrict each other, if I want to change you into something that's I prefer more, that's strangling you, that's constraining you, and I'm not giving you the freedom to be who you are. It's like the idea of a parent having a kid and then you forcing your kid to be whatever you want. That's not unconditional love. That's you forcing your will on this kid. You have to give people the freedom to be who they are. Now, why would aliens then all of a sudden land on our doorstep and give us all their technology after we've discovered unconditional love? Well, because when you truly feel unconditional love and you understand it and you realize we're all one, you stop blowing each other up. You're not going to blow up the country beside you because it's like blowing up yourself. It would be like insane. That's all it is. Unconditional love's the idea when someone's being mean to you or like just whatever is going on, you sympathize with them. You're like, they must be in pain, they must be going, and it's not about like, well, let me destroy this person now, or let me tell them to fuck off, or let me tell them something mean back, I'll get them really good. Just let them be, because they're just going through whatever they're going through. That's all unconditional love is. And then when you have that, you're not trying to destroy each other, blow each other up. Everyone's in this together, this strange game of life. We're all in this together. That's all unconditional love, is realizing we're all one. And when you realize that, you don't want to blow anyone up. So that's why we don't have technology, because, this idea of evolving, you have to evolve spiritually in the same path as technologically, because if the way we are now, we're much more advanced technologically than we are spiritually, and that's why we're doing a lot of damage. So imagine if we had even more technology. It's got to be balanced, this idea of evolving, because when you evolve too fast technologically and not fast enough spiritually, this analogy that I always like to use is this idea of like, imagine babies in diapers shooting bazookas. That's what I always imagine. Just toddlers with like big diapers going around shooting bazookas. That's what I think of the human race when you evolve too fast technologically and not fast enough spiritually. It's just a bunch of babies with bazookas blowing each other up. So imagine being an intelligent species looking down on Earth. Do you really want to land and say hello when you see a bunch of babies in diapers shooting bazookas? Because you got to be spiritually advanced enough to handle these advanced technologies. So that's it. It's just the idea of getting past that primitive reptilian survival state where all you're thinking, it's me against you, man. Hey, I know you want to, I know you want to have a fun life too, but if it comes at my cost, I got to I got to end it because, it's about me. That's all it is, because when you're trying to survive, it's really just about doing anything at any cost for your survival, And when you evolve past that, it's more of understanding that it's us. So it's like if it's me and you, if me and you are the only ones left, I'm not sitting there trying to fight and battle with you. It's about us coming together. That's all it is. It's not me against you. It's all of us together. That's all unconditional love is. It's nothing mystical. It's all of us together and giving each other the freedom to be who we are. That's all it is. And once you get that, you don't want to blow each other up. You don't want to dominate each other. You don't want to I'm going to do whatever I got to do for my survival. If that means killing you, hey, I got to do what I got to do. And then when you get past that, that's when all the intelligent life around the universe will gladly come down and say hello. But we got to evolve to that stage. So the irony of all that is that we want all this alien technology. Oh, the government or these organizations are hiding it from us. How dare they? But the reality is, even if they wanted to hand us this technology, is it ideal for right now? Because, and I'm not saying that they should have it either, because these organizations, most likely, they're probably using this technology for their own control and domination. They're like, we have it, we're going to keep this secret, and we're going to get as much technology as we can out of this. Now, keep in mind, there's probably well-intentioned people everywhere. Because see, we kind of sometimes think that there's this secret government of demonic people hiding this technology. There's probably good people that work on these projects. It's not like this sinister thing of yeah, we're going to fucking hide this technology from everybody on Earth and use it ourselves. It doesn't have to be this sinister thing. It's just a simple thing of oh, maybe they discovered some alien craft and they reverse engineered it and they got all the technology, but then they might be thinking okay, so what do we do now? Because once we evolve past this me against you reptilian survival domination stage, having advanced technologies would be amazing. Think about the idea of free energy for everybody. What that would mean. Free energy technology, faster travel technology, medical technology, any kind of technology you can possibly imagine. It'd be great for all of us. It'd be amazing having free energy, to have to stop relying on oil and batteries, because even batteries, right? Lithium, there's a lot of health and issues with insane amounts of batteries. I mean, that's not exactly clean either, right? So yes, imagine getting rid of all the primitive technologies we have now as far as power and getting real free energy devices that are clean, safe, and then it would be so that's why people get frustrated, because when people think about these concepts of these alien technologies, they sound amazing, because we've heard about this idea of free energy devices for so long. People are they're just frustrated. They want all these technologies. And it's not sexy to say that, oh, but we're too primitive and we're we just want to dominate and destroy and we can't handle these technologies. It's not a fun thing to say, because it sounds like you're down or pessimistic. But the reality is, if I was an intelligent being flying around over Earth and I looked down and I just saw a bunch of babies in diapers shooting bazookas, I would probably be you know what? I would love to come down and say hello, but I got to give them a little bit more time. So when my friends would always ask me, because like I said, I've been a part of this whole alien community, whatever you want to call it, since I was very young. When are they going to come to it? And when do you think they're going to land? And I've always said, probably when we evolve past that stage of wanting to dominate and me against you. And once we evolve past that stage, they'll probably all come and say hello. That's all we got to do. Just get past that me against you survival state and get into a realization that we're all one. So that guy who leaves a hateful comment in his video and says, Tony, fuck off, your video sucks, I don't like anything about you. Even when he says that, I can't hate the person, or I can't write something back like fuck off. I just can't do that, because it'd be like saying that to myself. I see everybody as one. That doesn't mean I'm special. It doesn't mean I'm angelic. It doesn't mean I'm perfect. It doesn't mean I don't fuck up. It doesn't mean I don't get annoyed. There's a lot of people I can't stand. Do you know what I do when I can't stand someone, or someone's being mean? I just go, oh, okay. And then I let them be who they are. I don't tell them, you know what, fuck off. I should fucking take a hammer and smash it in your head. Do you know, I've never told a human being to fuck off in my entire... I've never said that. And you probably think, why? Are you special? Are you angelic? No, because it just makes no sense. It's not because I'm a good person or I'm super angelic. It just would make... Because it'd be like telling me to fuck off. You know, So when someone annoys me, or when I don't like something, I just let them be who they are. You have to let people be who they are. So in life, you have friends. Sometimes you don't get along with someone anymore. Just let them be, because they're not bad, you're not bad. It's just understanding that we're all one, and sometimes we have different states of minds and different personalities, and sometimes you just don't get along with everybody. And this idea of realizing that we're all one removes this idea of like wanting to hate somebody or wanting to bring someone down or destroy them. Like, hey, you know, you left a mean comment, so now I want to get back at you and hurt you. Well, why would I want to do that? Because we're basically all one, so that'd be like hurting myself. Like I said, it's not this idea of being angelic or perfect, but once you feel inside of you that we're all one, it doesn't mean you don't get annoyed. It doesn't mean there's people you can't stand. It's just that when you find, like a brother or sister, like I said, if there's someone that annoys you, like a brother or sister or sibling, you still love them. But just love them from a distance if you don't get along. Realizing we're all one, we're all in this crazy game together. And so when you realize this simple idea of like we're all one, and that's unconditional love, because it's just basically we're all one, and we give people the freedom to be who they are. And as an intelligent race, when you look down and you see people realizing, oh, these people are advanced enough to understand that we're all one. We're all in this crazy world together, in this crazy universe together. And they're not trying to destroy each other, put each other down, kill each other, dominate each other. And then they come down and say hello, because at that point, it's not that like we'd be super angelic and innocent and like we'd develop wings and fly into the heavens, but we would just be evolved enough to realize that we're all one, and hurting another person would be like hurting yourself, so you don't have the intention to do that. Now, that doesn't mean you still don't do it. Like sometimes you get annoyed and you accidentally hurt someone's feelings or say something. So like I said, you're not perfect, but it's not your intention. Because when you're in that reptilian state, your intention is to hurt someone, to dominate them, to control them. But when you get out of that state, you're still going to have arguments with people. You're still going to slip up, do stupid things. But that wasn't your intention. It's not where you're coming from. And when all of our intentions are not coming from that place of domination, we stop blowing ourselves up. Most likely all the other intelligent life will come say hello. We'll have advanced alien technology. We'll have a nicer world. And that'll be that. So that's it. That was my take on unconditional love and alien technology. Weird combination, but that's that. So hope you're all having a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.